What if 2025 is the year that changes everything? Nostradamus, the legendary 16th century seer, made predictions that have stunned the world for centuries. He foresaw great wars, natural disasters, and the rise of powerful leaders, many of which have already come true. But what about the prophecies he left for 2025? Could they reveal what lies ahead in the next year? From a new global crisis that could shake the foundations of our society, to technological breakthroughs that might forever alter the way we live, Nostradamus's quatrains paint a picture of a future full of both hope and uncertainty. What if 2025 brings the end of an era, or worse, a catastrophe no one saw coming? Or could it be the dawn of a new age where humanity finally finds unity? In this video, we'll explore Nostradamus's most astonishing predictions for 2025 and what they could mean for the world. But first, let's talk about who this man really was. Michel de Nostradamus, more famously known as Nostradamus, was a Renaissance-era scholar who became legendary for his mysterious and often puzzling predictions about the future. Hailing from France in the early 1500s, his work as both a healer and astrologer set him apart in a world struggling with disease and political upheaval. One lesser-known fact about Nostradamus is his fascination with astrology. He used the stars to map out possible futures, believing the alignment of celestial bodies could guide his visions. Yet, his writings were also deeply influenced by the turbulent times in which he lived. Wars, plagues, and religious persecution shaped his worldview, fueling his belief that humanity was constantly teetering on the edge of disaster. While many people today focus on his predictions of catastrophic events, Nostradamus also wrote about scientific advancements, cultural changes, and even moments of peace and prosperity. It's this wide range of foresight that keeps people returning to his works, wondering just how much he truly understood about the future. Let's look at some of the predictions he made for 2025. Global water crisis. Nostradamus wrote, "The rivers will dry, the seas will rise, and man will thirst in lands of plenty." This quatrain paints a stark picture of what many fear is becoming a grim reality, a global water crisis. By 2025, the impacts of climate change could intensify, leading to severe droughts in regions that were once abundant with water. Countries in the Middle East, Africa, and even parts of North America and Europe could face water shortages that threaten agriculture, industry, and daily life. Rising sea levels, caused by melting polar ice caps, may also result in the salinization of freshwater sources, rendering previously drinkable water unusable. Coastal cities could be flooded, displacing millions, while inland areas struggle to access clean water. Nations might find themselves in conflicts over shrinking water resources, as rivers that cross borders dry up or are diverted, leading to geopolitical tensions. Nostradamus's vision of thirst in lands of plenty could reflect modern fears of how climate change may disrupt even the wealthiest and most technologically advanced societies. The world could see the rise of water wars, where access to this vital resource becomes a central issue in global politics and security. Global political unrest. Nostradamus wrote, "The rulers will fail to unite, and the people will rise against them. The great city will burn with unrest, while the crown falls in the west." This prophecy hints at widespread political turmoil, potentially pointing to 2025 as a year of heightened instability around the globe. Governments might struggle to maintain control as citizens grow increasingly disillusioned with leadership. Economic inequality, social justice movements, and climate disasters could all serve as catalysts for protests, uprisings, and, in extreme cases, revolutions. The mention of a great city burning suggests that major urban centers could become flashpoints for civil unrest. This could be triggered by failing economic systems, corruption, or policies that fail to address the needs of the people. In the West, where many democratic governments face rising populism and political polarization, Nostradamus's mention of the crown falling may represent the downfall of long-standing political structures. Some have interpreted this as a symbolic collapse of Western dominance or the weakening of political powerhouses like the US or the European Union. As governments struggle to unite on global issues, be it climate change, pandemics, or economic recovery, people might take matters into their own hands, demanding radical changes. In this scenario, political leaders could be replaced, and power structures could shift dramatically as societies adapt to these pressures. Climate catastrophe. Nostradamus foretold, "The earth shall tremble, the sky shall burn, and fires will sweep the land of man." This chilling quatrain seems to point to a significant climate disaster in 2025. With rising global temperatures, increasingly frequent wildfires, and devastating hurricanes, Nostradamus's vision of a burning sky and trembling earth could become a harsh reality. Regions prone to wildfires like California and Australia may experience their worst fire seasons yet, exacerbated by extreme heat and drought conditions. Meanwhile, earthquakes and volcanic activity, fueled by shifting tectonic plates, could strike vulnerable areas, creating widespread destruction. Coastal areas might be hit by unprecedented storms as climate change intensifies natural disasters, causing billions in damage and displacing thousands. The idea that fires will sweep the land could also symbolize not just physical fires, but the social and political fires of unrest and upheaval ignited by climate inaction. As governments fail to address the growing threat of environmental disasters, civil unrest could spread as communities demand stronger responses to the climate crisis. New global leader Nostradamus predicted, "From the East will come a leader uniting the scattered nations, bringing both peace and challenge." This quatrain could be foretelling the rise of a new, influential global leader in 2025, particularly from the Eastern Hemisphere. This leader may emerge as a unifying figure in a world increasingly divided by political, economic, and environmental challenges. The leader might not come from a traditionally powerful nation, but could rise from a country that gains influence through diplomacy or technological and economic advances. This person could play a key role in mediating conflicts, fostering international cooperation on pressing global issues like climate change, or establishing new alliances between nations. However, the prophecy's mention of peace and challenge suggests that this new leader may face significant opposition or challenges in their efforts to unite countries. While they may bring hope for global cooperation, their rise to power could also disrupt existing power structures, leading to political tensions or conflicts between nations resistant to change. Advances in health and longevity. Through the ancient knowledge, man will conquer death for a time, and the wise will live for centuries. This quatrain may be predicting a breakthrough in health science by 2025, potentially extending human lifespans far beyond current expectations. Medical advancements in gene editing, stem cell research, and artificial organs could make it possible for humans to live much longer, healthier lives. The phrase "ancient knowledge" could refer to breakthroughs that combine modern technology with ancient medicinal practices, possibly involving natural remedies or forgotten techniques that enhance longevity. Alternatively, it could suggest that wisdom gained over centuries of human history will help unlock the secrets to extending life. Living longer, however, may come with its own challenges. While some may celebrate this newfound longevity, others might worry about the societal, economic, and environmental consequences of an aging population. Overpopulation, resource scarcity, and the potential widening of the wealth gap could become pressing concerns as life extension technology becomes available, but perhaps not accessible to all. Digital collapse. Nostradamus predicted the towers of light will fall, leaving the world in darkness. The great network will break, and men will live disconnected. This ominous quatrain could be interpreted as a prediction of a massive cyber attack or technological failure that disrupts global communications and digital infrastructure in 2025. The towers of light could symbolize data centers, satellites, or telecommunications towers, all of which are critical to the internet and global connectivity. A widespread cyber attack could target these systems, leading to a collapse of digital infrastructure that would affect everything from banking and commerce to communications and transportation. Such a collapse could result in economic chaos, with stock markets plummeting and businesses unable to operate. People might be forced to live without internet access, leading to disruptions in everyday life and causing a return to more analog forms of communication and commerce, at least temporarily. While the world has become increasingly reliant on digital networks, this prophecy serves as a reminder of how fragile these systems can be. Discovery of a lost civilization. Beneath the shifting sands, an empire shall rise again, revealing the wisdom of forgotten times. This quatrain could point to the discovery of a lost ancient civilization in 2025, either through new archaeological methods or advancements in technology like satellite imaging. With vast unexplored regions like the Amazon rainforest and the Sahara Desert, there are still many mysteries to uncover. The discovery of a forgotten civilization could provide valuable insights into ancient technologies, cultures, and ways of life. Artifacts, writings, or architecture could offer wisdom from the past, perhaps even solutions to modern problems like environmental sustainability or social organization. This revelation could change our understanding of human history and offer a new perspective on the achievements and knowledge of our ancestors. As we close the book on these fascinating predictions, one thing remains clear: the future is as unpredictable as it is intriguing. Whether these prophecies come to pass or not, they spark our curiosity and challenge us to think about the world we're shaping. What will 2025 bring? Only time will tell. If you found these insights interesting, make sure to stay updated by subscribing to the channel. There's so much more to explore, and we'd love for you to be a part of the journey. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.